lap with MX-5. Let's see how... Who I believe is who is who's currently on provision. Yes, very, very chapter for win. And obviously as MC following the references to iconic liveries of McLaren in the 1980s and the early 90s, with making sure it's family-friendly nature of this. I think it actually is, yes. Apex back on the rear. We didn't really see Apex wide in that. Massive now. But track is to the right of you. I'm saying that. Snowball as well. Names, I think maybe Snowball just get used to it. Off the back of practice. I don't know. Looks like Snowball's slowing down. Maybe pausing or something. We're gonna just fishing, I think this is on the final lap anyway. One lap. Now obviously it's more or less just whatever who has the best lap. Snatches back. Alfie do anything? Alfie cannot see the mission. Do we claim it or move on it? What do they do? Fishing now up to second. Snowball and Miata Apex have both aborted their laps now, as Snowball has just made a standstill track, and I believe to say Apex is finished as well. So, results for qualifying starting pole, Fishy second, Alfie was starting third on there, Forza Motorsport 8 Apex 4. Hello everybody, welcome back to finally the formation lap of this 17 lap race around Hockenheim ring. Well, 16 lap and 17 on the ticker, that's because obviously there's one lap formation. So we have, let's go run through our grid for the inaugural round of the MX-5 Crown, round 1 here at Hockenheim Short. First up, starting on pole, it is Unku with another pole position, followed up by Fishy in second place with Alfie on their Forza Motorsport debut. Third, Snowball starting fourth, the Hamburger Mazda, with Apex in fifth and Pixels rounding up the field into sixth. Obviously, let's look at previous wins. Previous wins include in the Vantage Challenge we had Scarlett, Scarletty 42, who obviously would be here tonight probably. I think she would. I would love to see her because she's a great driver. But she was the last winner here, along with Unku, who was also on the podium, who was third. With Salasa and who won it last, along with Carbon, winning both last previous times before that in the second season of the Formula E and in the VTEC series as well in the first season of that. As we are now just lining up to it, getting up to the start and finishing line. We'll see as they get into their grid slots. I think we're going to go green in a few seconds from now. And it's go, go, go as we start off our first inaugural round. Snowball gets a great start. In fact, Snowball's managed to jump it's jumped from fourth to first, immediately off the line. What an incredible start from the Irishman. That's not what I want to do. As great. As Unku has been leapfrogged into second, with Fishy already on their tail. Alfie falling down the order already, pecking order, starting third. He's already fallen down to fifth with that one right now with Pixels. But Snowball, wow, what a start for the Irishman. Already flowing ahead, a whole second ahead of Unku and Fishy. I'm probably even that's going to increase even further as both of them two are now squabbling with each other into the stadium section. Snowball has turning going through turn. Is that, oh crap! I forgot the tons. Oh, it doesn't matter that much. As it goes through the turn 10 here and going Opal, and then afterwards through turn 11 as finishing the first lap already in first place. A great start from the Irishman. So good brawl already happening behind as Unku and Fishy are struggling with each other. Although saying that, I think might be, I should just see, hop back to Fishy, see a little battle that's going on here. See how this goes here. We're having, as we're on board with Fishy right here with Unku. See how this goes here as Fishy's just trying to find that little space as Unku goes a bit wide, allowing Fishy to catch up ever so slightly going into the stadium section. Right on the tail of Unku in the sword, in the car number 45 in the Swordfish motor car. I think that is at least. As Fishy goes on the outside, but Unku gets the better line on the inside, but Fishy has that little bit more traction and doesn't lose it as Fishy then gets it. Fishy up to second and Unku falling back there, but Unku's not giving up, going on the inside of turn 10, but has lost out on it, as, but still is on the exact, right on the tail of Fishy. As Fishy gets a little bit of a bump draft from Unku. As Unku's now managed to get it straight into the has done an inside jump on Fishy as they go back down the back straight, neck and neck with each other. As I think Unku's just going to get ahead. Oh, but Unku gets a bit loose. That might compromise them going into the stadium section. It has not. Fishy trying to find a wider line to carry more speed through, but this is getting really, really close between Unku and Fishy, with Snowball already just jotting off. As Unku keeps getting loose there. I think Unku might actually have some struggle, might be struggling with the car though, I don't know. As compromises Fishy ever so slightly going there so they don't crash into each other. Is a disastrous start for Apex, is now they're all the way back and at the back of the field a whole 30 seconds behind everybody else. I don't know what happened to them, but I just saw they were in the pits earlier, but it doesn't seem like anybody's got a penalty so far, so we'll see what happens from there. I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily though. Might be because Apex is taking up their mandatory pit stop, but that might come back to bite them in the arse, possibly, maybe. I don't know. It might be, as you see Snowball in the hamburger car actually is about 2 seconds ahead of Fishy and Unku, who keep trading places. But will that pressure all mount on him? Will he possibly fold? We'll have to see. There's still another 11 laps remaining of this race. Haul back onto the fight between Unku and Fishy. It's a constant. This seems like a brawl. I think Fishy is just edging ahead ever so slightly on Unku as we see a fight between Pixels and Alfie right at the back there as well. just see very quickly. See, let's look up to Snowball, who is actually now being caught up by Fishy, who is now starting to actually get closer and closer and closer towards first place. Just fall back to Fishy. Let's just see how far back they are. They're about 1.5 seconds, but that could mean anything. I mean, there's still got another pit stop ahead. Apex is obviously really hoping that early stop and hoping they do lap after lap after lap of hot laps, but I think they've just been caught out and had to fall back on something there. I don't know how, but they are now like a good nearly 40 seconds behind the neatest car. I believe that is. If it was interval I was looking at. Yeah, I mean, look at how far back Apex is at the back there. I mean, only really going through turn two right now. I mean, that's really far back compared to the entire rest of the field. But I feel a few of them might be coming in for their stops very soon, possibly. I think within the next two laps, as Fishy is now broken into the second gap and now only has less than 3/4 of a second, now 7/10 between them and Snowball. I think that is Pixels has been overtaking Alfie as well, but we now have a fight for the lead, but a three-way lead battle as well. At that, is Fishy is now just finding much better grip in that car. I don't know if they might have gone for just the better lines and all that, and it's just paying off. In fact, Fishy, honestly, Fishy scrapes the wall there. If it's just lost a bit of momentum, yeah, it has. Not a lot though, I don't think. Nope, it's still going, but it's still catching up on the really nearly on the gearbox of the Hamburger MX-5. I don't want this. Let's just see if this is, as you can see, let's go through here. Fishy, I think was just ever so slightly faster going through turn 1 there. It only has like at least a good 50 feet between them. They are very close. The great thing with these cars, obviously, as what's happened? Oh, as Unku has I think has actually had I think they've had a disconnect, sadly. That means that third place is now either going to be the between Pixels, Alfie or Apex. Oh, they're getting really close to each other. There's only about, what, 20 odd feet between each other? Yep, that is right on the gearbox. Now, as Fishy goes for an overtake, is it going to stick? No, it's not. Yeah. Is it so on? Oh, for fuck. I can't guess that, for God's sake. Well, I thought. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers, you too. Sorry for that. As obviously we hear a quick mid-race interview with just Unku tell me that I've had the formation lap banner this entire time on. So we've had some great formation lap fighting here then. I don't think that the FIA would be too happy with that, but there's still really close between Fishy and Snowball. They're right on each other actually. Let's hop on with the game cameras for Fishy as we see how they are seeing it right now. Just following it right behind. Oh, it's Snowball, I think just gets a bit loosey-goosey on the exit of turn 8 there, as I think Fishy's going to chance it. They've made contact. They have made contact into turn 10. They've made contact again into turn 11. Snowball is trying all they can to defend, but I think Fishy now has the better straight line speed going out into turn 1, and they have taken over the lead. Will they stick it? No, will it stick? They have, they've made it stick. They've forced Snowball out wide though, so we'll see what happens as Alfie is in for their pit stop. So will that mean that Apex will be able to overcut them or undercut them massively? I mean, pitted, I think, like lap 3, I'm pretty sure. Really, really close. Snowball has regained the lead. Pixel's in his own right now. Oh, they've made contact again. As Alfie has been overtaken by Apex on the really, really long strategy that Apex is trying to pull off here. I think it might work though, because they're about 30 seconds and gaining time. They're now obviously going to have to. Snowball's now in the pits and must be a bit far behind as well. So Fishy will now take the lead for the current moment. So we'll see what happens with that. There's about a 10-second delay, if I'm not mistaken, from here to the actual what I'm actually seeing. So Fishy is hoping for an overcut here, along with Pixels as well. See how that goes for them. As Fishy now takes the lead of the race. I don't think we have I think Fishy is going to come in this lap, possibly. I think we'll see. Yep, they are going in this lap. We'll move to Snowball then. We'll see how that goes for them. Obviously, Snowball just pitted that lap as they're about to enter the stadium section. As they about to turn into turn as I've already passed into turn 7 of the stadium section, as Pixels now leads. Pixels is now leading for the first time, I think, in a good while. I've seen Pixels lead an actual Formula Velocity event, so that is a first in a good while. Now, we'll see what happens here. I think Fishy is just now getting towards the end of the pit lane. I think they're just going to come out in front of Snowball ever so slightly. We'll see. They have, but I think Snowball will have the momentum going through. They're going side by side, and the undercut has worked for in Snowball's favour, but there's still obviously 4 laps to go of this race. 4.5 now. So I think Pixels will now be coming in for their pit stop, possibly. Nope, they're staying out again. They're running a real big risk. They're in the lead, but a mandatory pit stop is needed for this race, and they could be compromising that last podium position really for this. So he's still Fishy now on the gearbox, actually pushing Snowball. I think more the question is, when will Pixels decide to go for into the pits? I think as Fishy goes for the dive on the inside, but it just doesn't work for them. It doesn't work. We're going through here. Snowball again, just defending like crazy. But I think now Fishy might get the run into turn 7, possibly, going on the outside. And no, maybe, nope, not right now. So another lap staying out for Pixels, but that also runs another lap that Pixels will not be able to, will obviously have to pit again. And I think now, considering how close Apex is, I genuinely do think that, Snowball gets a bit loose there, and I think that's going to mean Fishy is now going to overtake for the actual lead of the race, as Pixels is still yet to pit, as Snowball gets a bit out on goes a bit far on the outside there, as Snowball gets on the inside again, and now they're going neck and neck on the back straight again. This has been non-stop action with these two, as Apex, who's was at one point nearly 40 seconds back, is now, I want to say, maybe not too far away from possibly even coming in first, even winning the race. Yeah, so they're only 5 seconds behind, but if they keep scrobbling, as Pixels is yet to pit, that is very interesting. I think Pixels may have forgotten that I think a pit stop is mandatory for this race. As we enter the penultimate lap, Fishy is really fighting for that first, really fighting, trying to find some way, but Snowball just keeps putting their car in positions that just makes it impossible to do for that overtake to stick. Apex as well, catching up ever so slowly as well with each lap, with the fact how much they're fighting. But I don't think it'll be enough for Apex. Very hard on the brakes there for Fishy. I think, again, having a little contact with the wall won't affect their speed so much, but I think they'll have a better speed as Pixels finally goes in for their pit stop. As Fishy tries the outside, doesn't work, is kept and forced on the outside in Snowball, but I think they're going to have a bit more momentum going through turn 8 and 9, and yes, that is the case, but it's just not going to be enough. Snowball still leads as we enter the start-finish straight and onto the final lap. Apex, just the car far behind. I actually think now that, Pixels leading all those laps has compromised them massively. It means that they probably might even has been overtaken and relegated to 4th. Alfie all the way down from a good qualifying position all the way down to 5th. Not being the best of races. Snowball still defending like mad. Crazy though. This is a make or break move here. It has to be done for Fishy. Fishy is forced on the inside. Fishy will get on the inside. Fishy's going to force Snowball near to the wall as Fishy has the inside for going into the stadium section. As we enter the stadium section for one last time tonight, as Fishy will then defend the inside from Snowball, who's trying on the outside ever so much. Snowball trying to hold the outside, trying to find that one move. They're pretty much right next to each other. They're so close. They are so close. As they're actually only 11 feet, as Fishy gets a little bit wide as they go through neck and neck for the last turn. We're coming up to the line, and I think Fishy will just ever so have it by literally only a second. By only 9/10, pretty much. A whole second split Snowball and Fishy, but it was a fight right to the very end. A very hard fought fight between Fishy and Snowball. Congratulations to Fishy on the win of the first round of the MX-5 crown. Follow Snowball at hard fought second in only 3/10 actually. Even closer than I was reading. Wow. With Apex coming in third for their first podium in a good while, I'm pretty sure, in any Formula Velocity series, along with Pixels coming in 4th and Alfie rounding it out of the finishers, and Unku obviously being disconnected, sadly, which would have robbed us of a freeway battle for the win. But still, a very, very good race indeed. As we come back to this time, it's obviously a formation lap again. This time I will actually have the formation lap graphic go away when the formation lap finishes for once, hopefully. So we don't have it for like half the race, like we did last time. Whoops. So obviously this is a reverse run grid, so if we're going by... Yeah, it's a reverse grid. Is it? Oh wait, no, it's qualifying again. Oh, I'm so dumb. That's not qualifying. Oh, it's a formation lap. Oh, oh no, hamburger. As we have a parking lot starting up in the stadium section. Beautiful. Base. Nah, you know what? This clip audio can go away. Bye-bye. 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 Bye. Bye, bus driver. Bye. Bye. Yeah, this is an order of, I believe, qualifying positions, but I don't know. Is it? Yeah, I think it is an order of reverse qualifying positions, but Alfie is, you know, still last, first for some reason. I don't know if it is. Is it qualifying positions or what? It's finishing positions, that's what it is. Now we wait. And it's go, go, go. Alfie not getting the best of starts as Apex gets a very, very good start right there, going into turn one. But yeah, Apex has cleared all the cones, but has managed to jump nearly into first. But Snowball getting in again and getting another really, really good start is now back up to first. As Alfie really fighting here. There's a freeway battle for the lead right now. Alfie followed by Snowball. But I think Snowball just right for the edge it is. There might be a bit of contact there between Alfie and Apex. Don't know if it's going to hold out, leave too much anything, but now cars off. As Pixels has already been overtaken by Fishy and Nunku, with Alfie now falling back ever so slightly, already under pressure from Fishy. Fishy getting on the inside. Alfie already falling back from first to fourth in the space of one lap. Let's go back to our leader of the last race, of the first race, and for most of the first race, and the leader currently of this race as we enter the second lap of this 8-lap sprint. Apex only half a second behind, but Fishy even closer to Apex, only a tenth behind. As Alfie has disconnected, I don't know if what that was for. Might have just been a DQ. We don't know. As Fishy gets on the inside of Apex, I think Fishy's pushing. Oh, there. As Fishy goes for a dive on the lead and makes it stick. What a move from Fishy on Snowball. Something that they struggled for most of the last race. They've managed to do it immediately into the second lap. What a move. Unku, cat at the very back there, just trying to catch up to that field of three, looking for to make up for the fact that they never even finished last race and finished dead last in this with that unlucky disconnect. We'll see. I think they're catching up very, very quickly as they go for a good drift there. Good save there from the number 45. As we see this three-way battle for the lead itself, we have Fishy followed by Fishy's getting a bit loose there. See how that goes there for. I think Fishy is just marginally getting ahead now of Snowball, just making it more comfortable for themselves. It's Snowball, but I say that, and Snowball immediately makes a dive. Immediately makes a good, very good dive bomb into. battle between these two. Fishy and Snowball have fought to the end. Fishy comes home to win race 2 and overall this round of the first round of the MX-5 crown, followed by Snowball in second, Mia Apex in third, Unku in fourth, and Pixels in fifth, with Alfie not finishing the race. I can't believe I'm calling Apex Miata. Oh god. It's Miata. Miata.